rho, phi, and z. Okay, third one, spherical. Okay, the spherical components are r, phi, and theta. Right. So these are the things what we have learned. So those who didn't watch the video, let me once again simply simulate GeoGebra. So here you can see here. So we have to reach a point A, right? So I'm marking a point A here. So if you can see here, A is in 3 dimension. The coordinate is 5, 3, 4. So 5 is along the x-axis, 3 is along the y-axis, and 4 is along the z-axis. So if I want to reach there, my method is one method I can go till 5 along the x-axis. So like this, till 5 I can go along x-axis. Then I can reach to the shadow of the point A, just below A. So that is the second point. So 3 along y-axis. And the third step is I have to reach the z point, that is 4 along z axis. So this is how it reach the point, and this is actually the intersection of rectangular shapes of x is equal to 5, y equal to 3, and z is equal to 4. So this is the method called Cartesian system. So in the next one, what we have done is we go for another method. So in that one, we directly reach to the point, just shadow of the point. So A, like this. So this is how we reach there. So this is called row. This is the row from this to this length. So row. But to reach that or move in that direction, I need a specific angle. So that angle between the x-axis and the row is called phi. And from that point to the A, there is a height, right? That height is called Z. So this is the second coordinate system called having dimensions rho, phi, and Z. So the third method what we have seen is instead of moving like this, what we can do, you can directly reach to the point, right? So if I have to directly reach to the point, if I have to directly reach to that point, I need two angles. One angle which the along the x-axis and the row, that is phi, and another angle is the angle between z and the row. This is called r actually. This length is called r. That is the length between the point and the origin. That is r. Now the angle between rho and rho is actually the shadow of this line. So this is phi, and the angle between this is called theta. Okay. So this is what we have learned in the last class. So x, y, z, rho, phi, z, r, phi, theta. Now can we set the limits for the values limits for x, y, z. Can you tell me what are the limits? Limits means what is the minimum value it can take and what is the maximum value it can take. Can anybody text in or unmute and tell? If I go for the simulation, what is the minimum value that I can take along the x-axis? Up to what value I can go in this direction? Here, in this direction, up to what value I can? If I go like this, where I will reach? And what is the maximum value along the x-axis? Yeah, very good. That is infinity, minus infinity, and plus infinity. So it is minus infinity to plus infinity. So what is the minimum and maximum values for y? For y, same. Yeah, very good. Minus infinity to plus infinity. Then for z, it is also same. Below you can go up to minus infinity, and to the top you can go up to plus infinity. So minus infinity to infinity, for all the values of x, y, z. Okay, now we can go for the next one. What is that? Rho phi z. So what are the minimum values for rho, phi, and z? I will show the simulation again. So let me consider rho alone. Okay, this is a rho. So rho can take what value? Up to what value? Like in this in a particular direction, it has to move along the xy plane. So up to what value it can go? Can you tell me? What is the minimum value it can take? Minimum means I have to shrink. Maximum means I have to expand this one. So up to what value I can extend? Can anybody? Yeah, very good, Mohammed answer. It is starts from uh, yeah, starts from zero. Yeah. Then maximum it go up to infinity. Remember there is no minus here because rho cannot be negative. Rho is the length actually. Right. So length cannot be negative here. Now what is the case of phi? Up to what angle I can rotate? So this is a particular angle here. This is the angle phi. So up to what angle I can rotate like this? Yeah, very good. 0 to 360. Yes. So the limits are 0 to 360 or 0 to 2 pi. Okay, 2 pi in radian. Now what about z? Z is the same, right? This is common in both cases. So the limits will be minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay. So 0 to infinity, 0 to 2 pi, and minus infinity to plus infinity. Now the last one, r, phi, and theta. Okay, tell me the case of r. This is r now. So what is the value? R can take if I shrink up to this point and if I extend. So what is the value? Yes, Kushi, that is correct. 0 to infinity. Yes, what is the value for phi? Tejasvi, the answer minus infinity is not possible. Why? If I shrink this one, I can go up to this one. I am measuring the length actually. From the origin to the point, what is the distance? From the origin, if the A comes here, for example, if A comes here, I am going in this direction, but the length is not negative. Okay, length is the value between from the origin to that point, how much it is there. So if I shrink this one, I can reach here only. So that is the minimum length. And if I extend, it will go up to infinity. Okay, I think you are clear with this. So 0 to infinity. Now, what is the value for phi? Phi is the same angle. Yeah, 0 to, yes, correct. 0 to 360 or 0 to 2 pi. Okay, now the difficult part is the theta angle. So how much angle it can take? It is the angle between z axis and the projection. I mean the r. I think you are clear with this theta value. Theta value is the projection angle between these two. This is theta. Okay, 0 to 90. Now what is the case if I go I have to go here? Why 0 to 90? Somebody told 0 to 90. Is it 0 to 360? Is that answer correct? Okay, what may be the reason? What is the value? Somebody told it is 0 to 90. What is the reason? Here starts from here, so up to what value it can go? Is the answer 0 to 360 correct? Or is it uh, any other thing? Actually, the value it takes is from 0 to like this. If I go, I can go up to this in this direction, and along this direction, I am considering the negative angle. So I have to take from minus pi to pi. Okay, this is the method how we consider. It is not like 0 to 360. I am going in the other way from the z axis what is the angle I'm considering. Okay, so the angle or the limits for theta will be minus pi to pi or minus 180 degree to 180. I think this is clear for you. Now we'll go for the conversion between. So in the last class we have seen about how to do the conversion from other systems to Cartesian, right? What was the relation? Uh, I'll consider now rho alone. So this is x of y and this is rho. Okay. So what is x here? This part is x, this is y, and this is rho. So what is the relation between rho and rho xy? So this is a right angle triangle. So from this one we can say that rho square is equal to x square plus y square, or rho is equal to square root of x square plus y square. Okay. Now what is phi? This angle phi. Sorry. This angle phi. So what is that? So what is tan phi here? Tan phi opposite by adjacent. So tan phi is equal to y by x. Okay, so what is phi then? Phi is equal to tan inverse y by x. And what about the third parameter? Zeta. That remains same in a Cartesian and a cylindrical. Okay, this conversion we have seen in the last class from xyz to rho phi z. Now can we convert it back to from rho phi z to x y z? So what is x in terms of rho phi and z, y in terms of rho phi and z, and z in terms of rho phi and z? So the last answer is easy. What is z? Can anybody? Z itself. It won't change. Okay, that is same. Now we have to find the value of x and y. So can we go for the simulation here? So can you tell me what is x and y in terms of rho? So I want a relation between rho and x and phi. So this is adjacent, this is hypotenuse. So what is cos phi? Cos phi. What's the value of cos phi? From the diagram. Cos phi. Yes, x by rho. X divided by rho. So what is x? Cross multiply this. So x is equal to rho cos phi. Correct. Then y. How to find the value of y? I want the relationship between y, rho, and phi. Opposite, hypotenuse, and phi. Which parameter I have to consider? For adjacent, we have used cos. So yeah, very good. Sin phi. So what is sin phi? Sin phi. Sin phi is, yeah, very y by rho, or y is equal to rho sin phi. So we got that relation also. Rho sin phi X is rho cos phi, y is equal to rho sin phi. Okay, then one more is left. Uh, Cylindrical to spherical we will do. Then since we know the cylindrical, we can substitute and find Cartesian to spherical. So in cylindrical, spherical we have r, then theta and phi, and here we have rho, sorry, r phi theta, and here it is rho phi and z, r theta, sorry, r theta and r phi and theta. So tell me which is same here. Both common thing. Yes, very good. Phi. Then what about r and theta? Let me draw it here. Okay, so this is the right angle triangle I have. This is R, this is Z, this is rho. So this is the right angle triangle. So Pythagoras theorem, R square is equal to rho square plus Z square. So what is R? Square root of rho square plus Z square. So we got this relation, square root of rho square plus Z square. Now what is theta? Angle theta. So this is the angle theta. So can I construct a right angle triangle like this? Okay. So what is this length? From here to 4, what is the length? So this is a right angle triangle I am considering now. So this length is Z, and what is this length? Rho. Okay. This is hypotenuse R. Okay. Now this is the angle theta. So I want the relationship between what I want now, theta, in terms of rho and Z. So what is tan theta? Tan theta is equal to, what is the opposite side? Rho by Z. So theta is equal to tan inverse rho by Z. Tan inverse rho by Z. Okay, so we found this relation. Now we have to find rho in terms of R, phi and Z. So one of the parameter remains same. This is that phi. Okay, now tell me what is rho in terms of R and theta. So this is R, this length is R, this angle is theta. So how to find the value of rho? Which parameter I have to consider? Rho, R, theta, these three are the parameter. From this one I have to find rho in terms of R and theta. So what quantity? Yeah, very good. Sin theta, because rho comes opposite side of the theta. So sin theta is equal to can write it here itself. So sine theta is equal to opposite, that is rho by hypotenuse r. So rho is equal to r sine theta. Okay, that we got. Next, rho is equal to r sine theta. Okay. Next, phi. What about z in terms of r and theta? Which quantity I want? Adjacent to theta, this one, z. Yeah, very good. Cos I have to consider. So what is cos theta? Cos theta is equal to adjacent z divided by hypotenuse r. So z is equal to r cos theta. Great. So we got that relation also. Okay. Now we did two conversions. The previous one was cylindrical to Cartesian, and in vice versa, Cartesian to cylindrical also. Here next we have done the cylindrical to spherical conversion. Now the last one remaining is Cartesian to spherical and vice versa. So how to do this one? So we know Cartesian to cylindrical, cylindrical to spherical. So Cartesian to spherical, we have to substitute just. So here, if I once consider R phi Z, so what is R? R is rho square plus Z square. Now what Z is there in Cartesian, only rho is not there. So I have to substitute for rho. So what is the value of rho? Rho is square root of x square plus y square, or rho square is x square plus y square. So x square plus y square plus z square. Now what is phi? Phi is equal to phi in cylindrical, but in cylindrical to Cartesian we know phi is equal to what? Tan inverse y by x. So here it is tan inverse y by x. What is z? Sorry, it is not z, theta. So what is theta here? Theta is equal to, from spherical to cylindrical, if we convert it will be tan inverse rho by z. Now what is rho? Root of x square plus y square divided by z. So you got three relations in terms of, so r, phi and theta are in terms of x, y, z. So this is the relation between Cartesian. So this is how convert Cartesian to spherical. Now we want spherical to Cartesian. That is x, y, z should be written in terms of r, theta and phi. So what is x, y, z in terms of rho, phi and z? So what is x? X is equal to rho cos phi. Correct? So now I have to phi is there in spherical, but rho is not there. So I have to substitute for rho. So what is rho in terms of r, theta, and phi? What's rho? Rho is equal to r sin theta. Yes. So r sin theta cos phi. Correct? So can you tell me what is y? Substitute and tell me what is the value of y. First write it in cylindrical, then whichever not there in cylindrical should be substituted with the spherical should be substituted with the spherical equation. Just try once how what's the value you will get y in terms of r, theta, and phi. Yeah, very good. It is, yeah, correct, correct. So what is rho? Rho sin phi. Now what is rho here? Rho is r sin theta. So r sin theta sin phi. Yeah. Now what is z? So this also try once. What's the value of z? Yes, very good. Z remains z here in the cylindrical, but from spherical to cylindrical, if we convert, z will be rho cos theta. Sorry, r cos theta. So r sin theta cos phi, r sin theta sin phi, r cos. So these are the three values we have. So this is the interconversion. So can you make a table here? So here from here to. So Cartesian to Cartesian, cylindrical, and spherical. So Cartesian, there is Cartesian to Cartesian, there is no conversion. So Cartesian to cylindrical, what is rho? What is rho? Phi and z. So what is rho? Rho is root of x square plus y square. This one, phi is equal to tan inverse y by x. Z remains z. So from Cartesian to spherical, r phi theta. So r equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Phi is equal to tan inverse y by x, and theta is equal to, as the value of theta, tan inverse root of x square plus y square divided by z. So this is the first conversion. Now from cylindrical to other systems. So cylindrical to cylindrical, there is no conversion. So cylindrical to Cartesian, I have to x, y, z here r, phi, theta. So for x, x is equal to, in terms of cylindrical, rho cos phi. This is rho sin phi. Z is equal to z. Square is r is equal to root of rho square plus z square. Phi remains same. Theta is equal to tan inverse rho by z. And the last one, spherical. So what is x, y, z? X is equal to r sin theta cos phi. Y is equal to r sin theta sin phi. Z is equal to r cos phi. Here cylindrical rho is equal to r sin theta. Phi remains same. Z is equal to r cos theta. So sorry, here it should be cos theta. And cylindrical to cylindrical, sorry, spherical to spherical, there is no conversion. So just note down this table in your notebook. This is very important. Can we try a problem? So first one, find the Cartesian coordinates of the points, cylindrical coordinate system points. R is equal to 3 meter, phi is equal to 30 degree, theta is equal to 90 degree. So calculate x, y, z. There is a question. Okay, try this one. So what's the value got for x? Or sin theta cos phi. That is 3 into sin 30 degree. How much? Into cos, sorry, sin 90 degree into cos 30 degree. 2.59. Okay, correct. 598. If you round 598, it will become 0.6. No, what is the value of y? r sine theta sine phi. So 3 into 1 into 1 by 2. It will be 1.5. And z r cos theta. So cos 90 is 0. So it will be 0. Yeah, correct, correct. Very good. So this is how we have to convert from any code. So we'll see one more. Given x is equal to 2, y is equal to minus 3, z is equal to minus 1. Calculate rho, phi, z and r phi theta. Okay, this, if you can check this screen, this I have told, I guess. Once again repeating, if you want the values of sine, cos, tan for some standard angles like 0, 30, 45, 60, 90, etc., you can use this method to remember the value. So it is just for sine, cos, tan, the value will be root of something by 2. That something value starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Root 0 by 2 actually is 0. So sine 0 is 0. Root 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. So sine 30 is 1 by 2. Root 2 by 2 is 1 by root 2. So if you cancel this, so that is for sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. And sine 90 is root 4. Root 4 is 2. So 2 by 2 is 1. Then how to find the value of cos? Reverse this. Root 4 by 2, root 3 by 2, root 2 by 2, root 1 by 2, and root 0 by 2. So cos 0 is 1, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, cos 45 is root 2, 1 by root 2, cos 60 is 1 by 2, and cos 90 is 0. Tan is the ratio of this one. So 0, so 1 by root 3, 1, and this will be root 3, and this is infinity. Okay, 7 completed. 3.6 minus 56.31 minus 1 is the same value got. So what is rho? 3.6. Phi is minus 56.3. Z is minus 1 itself. So here R 3.741. This will remain same. Theta how much? Minus 74.98. Okay, so that's all about the conversions. So we'll end up the class with the quiz.